Hello?
Oh, hi.
I was waiting for you to do your hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey, house guests. Welcome to today's Big Brother Canada 11 Digital Daily Update.
Shocking.
Oh my goodness, we have so much to talk about. But
First of all right, go ahead.
before we get into it, our house guests of the day are Leslie, Zaragoza, Taylor, and Traval. Yay! Thank you both so much for the support.
Thank you.
We really, really do appreciate
We really
it.
do.
So if you're watching this and you want to be house guest of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. This could be you.
Oh, me?
I know.
Oh,
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, wow.
Don't give away everything in the first 2 seconds.
First of all, I'm shocked that there is even a digital
I
daily
know.
today.
We were not expecting this. So thanks to Big Brother for keeping us in the loop and not making us wait until Tuesday night's episode.
Yeah.
We do appreciate that.
Do we?
Well,
I mean,
it kind of messed up our schedule today, but
and tomorrow.
At least we know what's going on, right?
Yeah. But anyway, wow, it was pretty shocking. There's a lot of stuff going on, and the game has really changed.
It has. When we left off the other day, the house guests were gearing up for the fatal feast. I don't think they realized how fatal it was going to be. Koozie was the HOH.
She was all ready to get her noms together.
Yeah, she was planning to put up Ty and Santina, but Big Brother had other plans. The house guests had to solve this puzzle in the library that told them, like, hey, you're having this feast.
Yeah, well, this was a few days ago.
Right. Well, this is the when we left off.
Oh, okay.
So we also talked about this the other day. Hope was like leaning on the library door so that Teen Girl Squad, Girly Pops couldn't go in the room, even though this was an activity for everyone.
Boy, did that piss me off.
It pissed a lot of people off.
That made me hate the crown.
Yeah, I was not happy with the crown after that. Their reasoning was, oh, we thought there was a power in there. Ty was not supposed to be in there. He pushed his way in. Santina, who knows how she got in? Hope just let her in.
So at that point, wouldn't you
let in the Teen Girl Squad as well?
That's so freaking cold.
I know.
Terrible.
So Teen Girl Squad was pissed that they were left out, and rightfully so. It was messed up.
I'm really shocked that Big Brother didn't intervene.
Well,
stop that, Hope.
Yeah, let right? So the fatal feast was happening that night, Friday night. So we only saw like the lead up to it. We didn't know until today how it went down.
Right. I mean, we don't know exactly what went down, but we
know the results.
Sum and substance.
Yeah. So let's talk about today's Digital Daily. It was covering yesterday in the Big Brother house, day 44.
Okay, Sunday.
Right.
Which they think is
Easter.
It's
not. I mean, I guess if you're Orthodox.
If you're Orthodox, yes.
Then yes.
But
Happy Orthodox Easter.
I don't think they meant
I think they meant
regular Easter.
Yeah.
Catholic Easter, you know.
So Anika and Koozie were chatting in the Toucan room, and we're gonna go a little bit out of order here, just because I want to tell you what happened.
Sorry, that was Bowie crashing into the table.
Yeah, we're just going a little bit out of order with this conversation. Right. We find out, the fatal feast is long over by this point, and Santina
didn't make it.
Ooh, she didn't make it through the feast.
It was an instant eviction.
Yeah. So there's a lot of theories online that there's going to be some sort of a battle back this week between the person that was evicted from the fatal feast and then the person that's evicted on Thursday. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's a lot of theories that is going to happen. I think part of it is just wishful thinking.
Why only 2 people?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
Like a Ty and Tara, not Ty, sorry, a Jed and Tara situation. Remember, it was between the 2 of them who would get to come back. No. Like a fake double kind of situation. I don't know. There's just, I think a lot of it is wishful thinking, but also Arissa put out this video that was like, oh, my interview with the evictee this week instead of plural. So
right.
But I mean, that could have just been a stock video. Who knows? But anyway, Santina did not make it through the fatal feast. Okay, so back to Anika and Koozie chatting. Claudia comes in at one point, and we find out Claudia's the HOH now.
What?
Koozie's HOH reign is over.
Yeah. So in place of a double, they pretty much did this instant eviction, it seems like. So,
I mean, this is interesting too.
Yeah. I mean, I almost feel like with all of the sponsors and everything, doing a double
Mm-hmm.
really, they get more bang for their buck if they did it this way.
It always comes down to the sponsors in
Yes,
Canada,
because
doesn't it?
maybe the Fatal Feast was sponsored by like HelloFresh or something.
I would not want to be tied to a Fatal Feast if I'm a food company.
You know?
Yeah, I don't think that's good marketing. But,
yeah, I guess not.
But Claudia is the HOH, and when she walks in the room, Anika is schmoozing.
Oh my God, Anika was calling Renee
cute skirt.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
You hated her guts. You said how awful she was and how she was playing a dirty game. Oh, hi, pumpkin.
Yeah. Our audio's not working. Uh-oh. Is that for everyone or just a few of you?
Yeah.
What's going on? Please let us know if our audio is working for you.
No, well, BBCan says it's not working, and Desiree says it's not working.
Is it working for anybody? Okay, it's working for some. It's fixed. Okay, good. Thank you so much for letting us know. Okay, so we find out not only is Claudia HOH now, but she did her nominations. She put up Ty and Hope on the block.
Whoa.
Damn, so she really did put up her ex-showmance.
She did the damn thing.
That's pretty bold. I mean, good for her for going for it. But unfortunately for her, they also did the POV competition already, and Ty won.
Oh.
Yikes. So she shot her shot and she missed. Yeah. So it's going to be very awkward between the former showmance now.
I wouldn't say it missed. I would say it ricocheted.
It kind of missed. But apparently, Ty went up to Claudia at one point and like kissed her on the neck and was like, sorry I messed up your HOH week, but like I'm really proud of you or something like that.
That is so creepy.
Yeah, that's
on the neck.
Blah.
He must have had to reach down really low.
Well, anyway, yeah, that's awkward. So now Claudia's got to figure out who is going to go up on the block next to Hope. So Anika's like, oh, the 6 of us should get together and talk soon. And by the 6 of us, she means Koozie, Anika,
all
Daniel,
of the remaining girls,
and Teen Girl Squad.
And Daniel.
Right. So Claudia's like, yes, I would also like that. This is something that they were talking about doing even before the Fatal Feast, you know, talking about bringing their 2 trios together.
Right.
So, of course, Anika is pushing for this now that Claudia's in power.
Of course.
Right. So Anika and Koozie are alone again, and they know that Ty is going to push for Hope to stay.
Of course. Because that's a number for him.
Exactly.
And you know what? Hope was working with Ty.
We saw this coming. So they feel like Hope is going to try and do anything he can to stay this week. He's already following Renee around. He is trying to get closer to Shania. He's using like emotional manipulation. I mean, Koozie is really feeling the heat because Hope keeps saying like, we got to do this for Africa. Like, we're both from Africa. Don't let me out.
We're both from the earth.
I mean, he's pulling out anything he can.
Yeah.
And they're worried, like, what if this gets to people? I want to know, do you think Hope would sell out the crown?
I don't think so.
I think he might.
I don't think he would sell out the crown because he's part of the crown.
Yeah, but I think
he was anything shy of selling out the crown.
I wouldn't be surprised if at the last minute he got desperate and sold out the crown.
Because he knows how much it meant to Jonathan, and he really respects Jonathan, and he doesn't want to do anything that's gonna upset Jonathan, I feel like.
I don't know, but Koozie is very nervous that she could go up as the replacement nominee because there aren't that many options. I mean, Claudia's not going to put up Shania or Renee. So it just leaves.
I'm shocked that she wouldn't put up Renee.
I don't think she would this early.
Okay.
She's got too many other people that she's got to take care of first.
Because it seems like Renee don't mean squat to her.
Yeah, in the long run, for sure. So she has, her choices are Koozie, Anika, and Daniel, pretty much.
Right.
So,
and they know it.
Yeah, of course. So Koozie's like, uh-oh, if I go up on the block, these girls might flip on me and vote me out and keep Hope. Honestly, I could see that if Ty, gets to them.
We're 4 days away even from the eviction.
That's a lot of time.
It is a lot of
time to get in people's heads.
You know, oh, you should, she was going to put you up. She was coming after you. She told me this. You told her that.
Yeah. So I do think that the girls want Hope out right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are serious about that. But I do worry, like, there is the chance that they could flip and vote out Koozie. So Anika's like, we really need to work on Ty and make sure that he'll want to keep whichever one of us goes up against Hope. But this also makes Koozie nervous because she's like, all right, if you go to Ty with anything like that and then he brings it back to Hope is going to spill the beans on the crown. And then we're all going to be in a lot of trouble. So she's like, let's not, say the wrong thing to Ty.
Right.
We don't want to say anything to Ty that could potentially get back to Hope. So, yeah. We do find out during this conversation as well that the Fatal Feast was a safety chain.
Thank you.
Yep, we saw that coming. So I don't know if Santina was just like the last person to be chosen and that was it. She's out. Or
it almost seems like there was a bottom two.
Yeah, maybe.
And there was a vote.
Maybe there was a bottom two, and then they voted to evict one of those people, and Santina was
the evicted.
Yeah,
because they were saying that Renee and Santina were in the bottom.
Yeah, so I don't know what exactly happened there. We also don't know the full order yet. It felt like one of those puzzles where you get like, this person was before this one, but not after blah. And we're trying to piece it together. But, I mean, it seems like Koozie got to go first, right? Because she's the HOH.
Right. And apparently she gave the safety to Hope.
Right.
Shocking.
So then we don't know where it went from there. We know that Daniel gave it to Claudia.
Right.
And we don't know all the little details yet.
I guess the end part was like Claudia, Shania, Renee, Santina.
It's hard to say, I guess, right? But who picked Ty? I'm curious.
I would say Hope.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Hope probably picked Anika or Daniel.
No, if Hope picked Ty, then he couldn't pick.
Oh wait, it was probably Koozie picking Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Hope picking Ty. Ty picking Anika, Anika Daniel, and then the rest.
I mean, that seems like the most likely,
mm-hmm.
but we'll find out tomorrow.
I'm just shocked that Koozie picked Hope.
Yeah, I'm curious what her reasoning is there. We'll have to see how it plays out. Yeah. But Hope comes in while Koozie and Anika are still chatting, and he's like, oh, I'm just so appreciative that I'm here. I'm Big Brother, and if this is my last week, I want to enjoy it.
Good, get out.
We've left our mark on this shit.
Yeah. You better clean it.
No. Okay, so then Koozie and Daniel have a chat,
mm-hmm.
and they agree once they lose Hope, because they're like, Hope is going. It's not going to be any of us. We're getting rid of Hope. And once he's gone, we're going to keep Ty around. We are going to go after the Teen Girl Squad first.
That's terrible.
I just really don't want to be sitting here on finale night and saying like, hey, Ty won. Because I could totally see it happening. If they're going to keep Ty around, it's going to get to a point where he's going to win out the rest of the competitions. And they're going to be like, well, how are we going to vote for anyone else?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not liking this. But Koozie is saying, I would rather lose to Ty than to one of the girls from the Teen Girl Squad. I know, right?
Yeah.
So they've been telling Ty, look, we want to work with you. And but then he's going to win.
He's going to win.
He's going to win. So they're really nervous about already. They're hearing Ty is pushing for Hope to stay. Mm-hmm. And obviously they want to stay. So they're not sure who's going to be going up. Is it Koozie? Dave? I was going to say David.
Dave? Who's Dave?
I don't know. Daniel or Anika. And during this convo, they're saying it would make the most sense for it to be Anika. Because Koozie, obviously, is the biggest threat to win out of that three. So if she goes up on the block, she's at risk.
Right.
Daniel's like, I'm worried if I go up, Ty is going to use the knowledge
that he was the POV, the
secret POV during the Whodunit week.
Right.
And he's going to tell people that, and they're going to be mad at me. So it shouldn't be me.
Right.
Anika, what does he have on Anika? Right. So they feel like Anika would be the safest out of the three.
Remember when everybody said Anika was such a waste?
Yeah. But they're not sure if Claudia would put Anika up on the block. I mean, they're like bedmates, they're friends, they're not sure. So then Daniel is talking to Claudia and Shania in the HOH bathroom. Oh, and Daniel / David is being Sneaky.
Ooh, he
He's
sure
being
is.
sneaky. So
He sure is.
Daniel's like, all right, I'm really nervous about potentially going up on the block. And I just want to remind you, like, I was the one
That gave you the safety.
who passed the safety chain to you guys. Koozie passed it to Hope. What if she starts working with Hope and Ty? You know, what's the deal with that? Damn! So he's throwing Koozie under the bus.
Yes.
He was telling Koozie, oh, I'm going to see if they'll put up Anika. And then he's talking to the girls and saying,
We all
I
know.
want
It's
Koozie
no
up.
secret that he is close to Anika.
Closer to Anika, for
Than
sure.
Koozie.
For sure.
Yeah.
So the girls are like, we want Hope to go this week. We don't want to see you up on the block, Daniel. We don't want that. Shania says she doesn't really want Anika up there either because she's already been on the block.
They see a 4 going forward of Claudia, Shania, Daniel, and Anika.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Where's the crown?
Well, who knows how serious Daniel is about that, but like I could see
I don't know. He's already throwing Koozie under the bus. So like is the crown, I mean, we've already lost, if Hope goes this week, we've already lost 2 members of the crown. So like,
well, I feel like Daniel does make a little bit of an attempt to just test the waters and see like if there's any possibility of Renee going up. Because he was like, are you guys worried at all that Hope and Renee have been like inseparable the last 2 days? And they're like, no, they're not worried at all because they know that Renee does not trust Hope. It's more of just like a personal bond at this point, some camaraderie.
Renee's not in that final 4 though.
No, she is not.
They picked those 2 knuckleheads over Renee. I'm really surprised.
Yeah. Well, they talk about Koozie potentially going up. And again, Daniel seems on board with this. They're talking about their 4.
Damn, Daniel.
Yeah. So once Hope is gone, their targets would be Ty, Koozie, and Renee.
Wow.
So Shania tells Daniel, you know what? You should start talking to Anika a little bit about this 4. Just start introducing it casually and see if she's into it. So then Claudia, it sounded like Claudia's leaning more towards putting Koozie up on the block. And she's like, I know that Ty wants Hope to stay, but I'm curious, what is Ty going to do if Koozie goes up on the block? Because those 2 are pretty tight.
Right.
So like, how is he going to vote? How is he going to campaign? So she wants Hope out, but she's really curious to see how Ty would vote if Koozie's up on the block.
Obviously, Hope is, Ty is going to vote for Hope because that's what he...
to go or to stay?
To stay.
I don't know. Against Koozie, though? Yeah. I'm not sure. I could see it, him thinking
he's more
he has a better
able
chance
to control Hope than he is to control Koozie.
That's for sure. So it'd be interesting to see what would happen. But I don't want Koozie in danger like that. Blah. So then there is the meeting of the 6.
With fire, you're going to get burnt.
I know. Then there's the meeting of the 6 that we heard about earlier. It's Claudia, Shania, Renee, and then Daniel, Anika, and Koozie. And here's where Claudia is wondering, like, is it Easter? And they're like, Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, guys. It's like the 2nd week in April.
It's not Easter. So Claudia says, all right, friends, we're in a bit of a predicament here.
Friends, manor, people.
Yeah. BBCan, manor.
Yeah.
The 6 of us can still get to the final 6, like we've talked about. That's great. We have the numbers to do it. But one of us is going to have to go up on the block this week against Hope.
So right away, Anika pipes in. And she's like, oh, I know it's going to have to be one of us. But blah, 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 not me. And then Daniel pipes in, oh, it's got to be one of us. And then not me. And then Koozie is just sitting there like.
Koozie was very quiet during this conversation,
very quiet.
I have to say.
Very quiet.
Yeah, so no one's really stepping up here. And Claudia's like, all right, we're all agreeing. Hope is leaving this week. He's a strong competitor. He's close to Ty. He's got to go. But someone is going to have to sit next to him. They are all like, okay, whoever goes up, we can't let Ty get to us. We can't give him the satisfaction of breaking us apart.
There's like 0% chance of the pawn going home. So like, okay.
Yeah. So Claudia says, whoever does go up, I don't want that person to take it personally. We got to be on the same page moving into next week. And Shanae says, yeah, there's one person who can't win HOH next week.
It's Ty.
I mean, that's what they're saying, but Koozie, Anika, Daniel do not feel the same way.
In case that was too low, it's Ty.
Yeah. So they're not really sure how to pick who should be going up as a replacement nominee here. Claudia brings up the possibility of like a random draw. Marty with his gummy bears.
Team Girl Squad decide, the Secret Crown decide, or should we tell them? Should you just do it?
Well, upon hearing of the prospect of this random draw, Anika's like, you don't have to decide right now. Like, you still have time to think about it. We don't need to decide right now.
Don't put me up.
Yeah. So after this conversation's over, we have Koozie talking to the cameras, and she's like, you know what? It might be best for me to go up as a replacement nominee. No, I feel like this is so bad. Like, this usually does not end well. Like, maybe she'd be fine, but like, there's always that chance.
She would be okay.
Yeah, but there's always that chance that it's gonna flip, and then you look like an idiot.
I'd rather see Daniel sitting there, though.
Well, yeah, but that's not happening.
I'd rather see Daniel there and then them flip the vote. Sorry, I'm just not a fan.
Well, here's Koozie's reasons for why she would go up on the block. First of all, she's like, it would break my heart to have to vote Hope out. So if I'm nominated next to him, I don't have to vote for him to go. I also think there might be some element of jury management in there as well.
Absolutely.
Because if she was not involved in voting Hope out,
that's right.
She's good with Hope. She's still good with Jonathan. Also, she says
she's probably okay with Santina.
I guess, right? Probably. I don't know.
She didn't nominate her. It was a safety chain.
True. So she says also, if Claudia puts me up, I'll have an excuse to go after the girls next week. Because remember, she wants to keep Ty around and go after the girls first. So she's like, I'll be able to put them up on the block. I have a reason to do it. And Ty will see that I'm not with them. So if Ty wins HOH, he'll keep me safe because he knows that I'm not working with those girls. So Daniel comes in. And he is still talking to Koozie like, oh, Anika should be the one to go up. You are lying. We saw what you said.
Yeah.
We heard it. So Koozie is like, I don't know. I kind of want to go up. So she's explaining her reasonings to him, like, doesn't want to vote out Hope. She'll have an excuse to put up the girls, blah, 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 blah. And Daniel's like, yeah, well, there's no way that Anika or I would vote you out if you're up against Hope. Which I don't think they would. I don't think they would cut Koozie this week.
Well, it depends what damage is done by Hyacinth.
Yeah, I mean, Ty is the factor here. Like, what is he going to do in his campaign to try and keep Hope? Right. So Koozie's like, I'm not going to campaign to go up, but I would be okay with it.
Right.
And then she's like, or should I just tell them to put me up? And you know, Daniel's probably like, yes, do it.
Yes, do it, do it, do it.
But he says like, oh, I couldn't ask you to do that. And like,
could
I gain more respect for you every day. Because she's also saying like, look, if I go up, that means you don't have to.
Right.
So I have to wonder if Daniel is feeling guilty as hell during this conversation. Because Koozie is like prepared to go up on the block here.
Right.
Partially to protect him. And he's like planning other alliances without her. Ugh. So,
but are those alliances just joke alliances?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's more like a parachute situation.
I think it's a plan B.
Yeah. But Koozie's talking more about how if she wins HOH next week, she is targeting Team Girl Squad and not Ty. And of course, Daniel is on board.
Tell Team Girl Squad, yes, I will go and work with you guys. But then if Koozie wins HOH, and she puts you guys on the block, I mean, if there's two of you up there, what am I going to do? I got to vote one of you out.
Exactly.
One of you out.
Yeah. So then Daniel and Anika have a game chat in the storage room, and he's telling her about the conversation that he had with Shania and Claudia about going to the Final Four. And he's like, yeah, they wanted me to start talking to you about it. And we didn't really get to hear too much of her reaction.
Right, because they switched to another.
Well, no, Hope came in. Oh, I guess they switched, and then later they came back to it, but Hope was with them. So Hope is like, can I tell you guys something effed up? Yes. So Hope says, after the HOH competition, Claudia came up to him and he was like, yeah, she told me that she's tired of seeing me go up on the block as a pawn, so she would not be putting me up.
And then she puts him up as
a pawn. Damn. I mean, I guess that's payback for holding the door so they couldn't get into the library.
Yeah. I mean, it's justified.
Damn. Well, her reasoning was, you know, I want you to go up against Ty in the POV competition.
The POV.
Right. So that was her reasoning.
Do you think he threw it to Ty?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't see Hope throwing any competitions. I think he's way too competitive for that.
That's true.
Yeah. So then Daniel and Claudia have a quick chat, and he was like on his way to go play pool with Hope, but he stops by and chats with Claudia first. And Claudia's like, Hope better not find a power to save himself this week, because then they're in trouble.
Yeah, then somebody else is gonna have to go up, and there goes the crown.
Yeah, I mean, well,
unless they put up Renee.
I mean, the crown's like in trouble anyway, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So, it seems like at this point, Claudia is still leaning towards putting Koozie up as the replacement, and her reasoning in front of everyone is not going to be like, because I want to be in the final four with Daniel and Nika. No, she's going to say, I had it narrowed down to either Daniel or Koozie because neither of them have been up on the block yet.
Right.
And if I just have it down to those two, Daniel helped me out in the safety chain. So I was going to keep him safe. Okay. Well, then Daniel's playing pool with Hope. And Hope is like, I can't even look at Claudia anymore.
I can't kiss her butt. I don't even want to talk to her.
Yeah. Hope thinks that Koozie will be going up on the block. Yes, that is what it seems like. And he's like, I guess we're just gonna have to battle it out with our campaigning.
Right. But we're not gonna say anything bad about each other. Just say what's good.
Yeah, well,
that's what Daniel said he would do if he was up on the block.
Daniel was also saying, whichever one of us goes up against you, I think we all owe it to each other, like to campaign for our games and try to stay. So Hope is then kind of looking back on old things. He's like, I couldn't sleep last night because I was thinking about this stuff. He
if
feels
only I hadn't put myself up on the block, and
yeah, during Ty's HOH week, that's when he feels like everything really started to crumble. Yeah, you effed up there. I think it goes back even further.
It goes back to Zach.
I was gonna say the Dan versus Ty week was a huge turning point.
That was a huge turning point.
Keeping Ty, not only keeping him, but using the veto on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think things would look a lot different if they kept Dan over Ty.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I mean, you can even go back as far as JM.
Yeah, I mean, things could have been crazy different.
Could have been way, way different.
Yeah. So Hope was also talking about how he feels like Ty wants to work with their group. He wants to work with Ty to take out the teen girl squad. I mean, we knew this was coming. We knew that Hope was going to latch on to Ty. Again, probably should have kept Jonathan, but I guess apparently Jonathan was asking to leave.
He was checked out already. It seemed like a switch flipped in him.
Yeah.
And he was just so disgusted that he was up on the block that there was no coming back from that. I mean, he was campaigning to stay, but anytime he got any hint of like somebody wasn't going to vote for him, I felt like that he was just like defeated.
Yeah,
like,
but I didn't felt
get everybody's vote.
It seemed like everyone was going to vote to keep him except for maybe Santina. So I don't know. It was weird, but anyway, that was that. The POV ceremony should have already happened today in real time. And it seems like Koozie was probably going to be going up next to Hope.
We'll find out tomorrow.
We'll find out tomorrow. Wild. Absolutely wild. The way that things have changed.
Wow.
So.
What a difference 2 days make.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
A little instant eviction. Hopefully it wasn't.
Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you.
We'll be back tomorrow for the next Digital Daily. So thank you all again.
Guys, you're awesome.
Yeah. Until tomorrow.
Much love.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye. And happy birthday, Troy.
Happy birthday, Troy.
Bye.